Hey, welcome back to the channel. Jared at 3Cs. I'm so excited. Today's Saturday and we are leaving at noon. I'm leaving 4 hours early from work because we're going to our first race of the year. Yeah, it's June if it's our first race, but we've been so busy at the shop, I haven't wanted to take time off. And I probably wouldn't even be going to the race this weekend if it wasn't for the 24-hour race in 3 weeks. And what's cool is that the 24-hour race is going to be held at this exact same property that we're going to today. So I want to go ride the track. Well, it's going to be a different track, but be at the property, get familiar with it again. So we're excited about that. Thought I'd give you a preview of our van. I've never showed our van off on the channel before. This is our Ford Transit. We bought it as a 15 passenger and we kind of converted it our own little way into our own camper for Moto. So currently we have it set up for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. We could even have it another little jumper right here for an 8th person. And sometimes if we're going to a further race, we'll pack everything in the van. So we'll show you in a minute the bikes are not in the van currently. And what sometimes we'll do is we'll take this center row of seats out as well. So this would come out and we'd put that jumper in so we'd have room for our 3 kids, us up front. We'd have a really cool little living room right here. We can put our cooler up in the corner. So a lot of our traveling has actually been done without this center row. And that's what's cool about buying this style of Transit, is that we can kind of click the seats back in whenever we need to. Up top we added an air conditioner, and underneath of it we have a fuel injected Cummins own-in generator. So it's really hard to see. You might be able to get low enough. You can kind of see the tailpipe coming out here. This is to control, or that's the exhaust coming out of it. So I'd love to do a separate video for you guys on our van build because it was a ton of work and nobody had any directions on it. It was just me kind of learning on the fly. And so we did like a Dometic controller. We got control panels. We have actual outlets up in here. We've got lights that are controlled by the generator. So it's pretty cool. We put a shelf up in there. So we kind of turned this into not only just a race van, but also just like for family vacation. So what we're gonna do this weekend is we're gonna take a trailer. I don't usually tow trailers too much with this because the tow capacity is not super high on this model of van, but I have a really lightweight aluminum trailer. It's actually for our RZR. It fits our RZR really well in here. Never had it behind the van, but I like this setup because as my kids get older, we're doing more and more, they're getting bigger and I have more bikes to take with us. So I've got my bike in the middle. I'm gonna run my dad's 430 this weekend. I've got Braxton's 85, and then I've got Caden's DRZ 70 here as well. And then I've got our Specialized e-bikes in the back. We're gonna run these. This is the first weekend that we're gonna get to use these bikes. It's a pretty cool purchase, and it's gonna let us pre-walk the tracks. And then I've got Caden's little stay stick in the back corner. We've got the spare tire for the trailer. I found that, which is really cool, because I didn't know where I lost that too. And then I'll show you the beds. So what's cool about this setup that we built is this is a permanent bed up on top, and our kids can crawl up in there, and I've actually slept up there. There's plenty of room to sleep up here. It's a nice setup. In this lower bed, if we weren't running taking the trailer, this bed actually splits in half and it folds up, right? So we can take this bed, fold it up against the walls, and we can jam all of our bikes in here. So typically when we go on vacations, we'll jam like 3 dirt bikes and like 5 or 6 pedal bikes in here. So there is room for this stuff, believe it or not, in here. But for the convenience factor this weekend, I just want to be able to show up and lay down and sleep and have our bikes already out here. So it's cool. We have room underneath of here. Now that we can like shove all of our stuff. So I have like all my bolt bins, jump pack. Oh, we need the jump pack because our generator has its own set of batteries and they are not doing great. So we're charging these batteries right now. So hopefully our generator will work this weekend. Got my toolkit. So pretty much everything I need for the bikes. We've been racing for so long, I kind of have an idea of what I want to take to the races, and this is pretty much it. So our van has never had anything on it, so you'll never know us going down the expressway. I'm not a huge fan of like any lettering on anything. It's got like these little curtains here all over the place as well. I just don't want people to know what's inside the van. It's our stuff, so I don't even like having stuff on the trailer, but we're excited. This is our race setup. Again, this is Jared at 3Cs. Enjoy the weekend.